Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have here is a 2008 Cadillac CTS. This CTS is finished in crystal red tint coat, which is an extra cost paint option. On the remote fob, you have the buttons for lock, unlock, trunk release, and panic. It does have a premium Bose sound system, power windows, locks, and mirrors, obviously, storage in the front door panels, you have your power trunk release button right there. This one has a two-tone cashmere and cocoa interior color scheme with the available leather seat upholstery. Both front seats are fully powered with two-way power lumbar support. In addition, the driver's seat does have two-person memory settings. But now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. The CTS was a rear-wheel drive-based mid-size luxury car that replaced the Cadillac CTS. The model was produced for 3 generations, spanning from model years 2003 through 2019. It would be replaced by a new model known as the Cadillac CT5 for 2020. The CTS is also notable for being the first Cadillac model to ever get the high-performance Cadillac V-Series treatment. So this 2008 example represents the second generation of the CTS, which was produced in some form from model years 2008 through 2015. Riding on the General Motors Sigma 2 platform, this would be the only CTS generation to be made in multiple body styles. It could be had as either a 4-door sedan, as shown here, a 5-door wagon, debuting for 2010, and a 2-door coupe, debuting for 2011. The second generation was also the first CTS to use forced induction, as the second-gen CTS-V, debuting for 2009, used a 6.2-liter supercharged V8. For 2010, the CTS got a new base V6 engine. For 2012, it got somewhat of a mild refresh, including a bump in power for the 3.6-liter engine and a new grille for non-V models. For the US market, 2008 model year CTS, just the sedan body style was available. There wasn't really a lineup of trim levels, rather it was more like one trim with several option packages to choose from that added things like heated and cooled seats, premium sound systems, upgraded rims, or even suspension upgrades. That year there were 2 available engines, both of which being 3.6-liter naturally aspirated V6s. The base engine was port-injected and produced 263 horsepower, while the upgraded engine found in this example was direct-injected and produced 304 horsepower. The 2 available transmissions included a 6-speed manual or this example's 6-speed automatic. Rear-wheel drive and this example's all-wheel drive were the drivetrain options, with all-wheel drive models being automatic only. So in the instrument cluster, we have 5 analog gauges. You have your tachometer, speedometer, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, and oil pressure gauge. There is a digital info display which can be gone through via the controls right here. Digital speedometer, average speed, fuel economy, range, trip computer, that kind of stuff. Then you can toggle quite a lot of different settings. Tire pressure monitors, voltage. It has a 3-spoke design, leather and wood multifunctional steering wheel. And as for controls, on this side you have your cruise controls along with your audio source button. Then on this side you have your volume controls, seat track, and then your phone and voice command controls. And the steering wheel is manual tilt and telescopic. The parking brake is foot operated. Driver's side climate vent. your aforementioned information display controls, panel dimmer. On this side is your exterior lighting stock, while on this side is your wiper stock. Going down the center of the interior, you have your central infotainment screen. It is a touch screen. The system we will go over more in a bit. You have an analog clock, volume, power, tuning knobs, your central climate vents. This is the button, of course, to raise or lower the infotainment screen. Hazard switch, passenger airbag indicator. You can toggle the traction control. Then you have quite a lot of physical infotainment slash radio controls. Does have a CD player as well. You have dual zone automatic climate controls, temperature on either side, your different zones, fan speed, circulation, etc. And both front seats are also 3-stage heated. You have some storage with a 12-volt power outlet. Entering reverse will lower the side view mirrors. You have 2 cup holders in there. Center console with storage. You also have a USB-A port, aux port, and another power outlet. The glove box is lockable. Vanity mirrors and lights for both sun visors. You can also adjust the brightness of the lights. Grab handles for both rear outboard passengers. Auto dimming rear view with OnStar. And on the overhead console, you have your overhead reading lamps. Of course, the power sunshade. And, as you can see, you have a panoramic sunroof. You got the controls for that. It is one-touch auto. Right, and here's the touchscreen infotainment system in this 08 CTS. Of course, by 2026 standards, it's going to be very outdated, but from a 2008 standpoint, this is one heck of a nice, loaded-out luxury car. All the nice, latest tech. You got the touchscreen. You have AM and FM plus Sirius XM radio. Then your disk drive as well. So this is the touchscreen here. Then you got some various shortcuts. Down here you have the seat track favorite buttons. You push audio, takes you here. Go through your different sources. Then you have your repeat button below that. Then next to that you'll have the navigation and destination buttons. So right here's the navigation map that we have. You can go to your points of interest, then your nearby point of interest. This is pretty dated. That place right there, as a local, that's a grocery store that closed back in like 2010. Then you have a configuration button. So here are the sound settings. Bose sound system sounds great. Again, this car was pretty loaded. It's still, as a used car, it's still really, really nice, in all honesty. So, that's your settings menu. Then under info, if you have a subscription, you have your traffic and weather. It'll guide you through how to use the voice command stuff. So that's just a brief gist of this infotainment system. But now we'll roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay. All 4 windows are automatic down, while the front 2 are automatic up as well. This CTS is riding on the optional 18-inch 9-spoke polished alloy rims. Under the hood of this CTS is the General Motors LLT 3.6L naturally aspirated V6 engine. It has an aluminum block and heads along with dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, variable valve timing, and direct injection. Horsepower is rated at 304 at 6,400 RPM, and torque is rated at 273 pound-feet at 5,200 RPM. The engine is paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission with a manual mode, and power is sent to all 4 wheels via this example's all-wheel drive system. Running on regular unleaded with about a 17-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates are 17 mpg in the city and 26 mpg on the highway. It has a short and long arm front suspension and a multi-link rear suspension. 4-wheel disc brakes are standard. And good news, the AC is still blowing ice cold in this car. So you have map pockets in the backs of both front seats. Again, grab handles, coat hooks for the rear. Rear passengers do get their own set of climate vents, as well as a little bit of storage and a 12-volt power outlet. In addition to a folding center armrest with 2 cup holders and a trunk pass-through. And back here you have your reading lamps. Space, I'm about 6'1", driver's seat, pretty comfortable position for myself. In the CTS sedan, it's not the most spacious. CTSs have always been a little bit on the smaller side in the back seat. Still comfortable, nice, beautiful leather seats. Mainly the panoramic sunroof I think would be what is impeding on my headroom the most, but room not too bad. Legroom is alright. Definitely not uncomfortable, but it is little bit on the smaller side or more cramped side, just considering this is a, luxury Cadillac. But again, at the time it came out, this was the entry-level Cadillac. Now I gotta say, this is my personal favorite generation of the CTS. For one thing, I just love how it looks on the exterior. It looks very beautiful, especially this red color. I think this red was kind of the press color, like you'd see this in the magazines and press photos. This generation CTS, when it came out in 2008, this was kind of like the signature color for this generation. I mean, this generation, I just think it's so cool. You could get it in a sedan, coupe, or wagon. I mean, you can't say that about the other CTS generations. They're both great in their own way, but this is my favorite. And it also just brings back, being in here, a lot of late 2000s nostalgia, just childhood. I'm sure for many of us Gen Zers, always brings back some nice memories. Checking out a car from this era. Dual exhausts. The 08 CTS provides 13.6 cubic feet of trunk space. And as seen earlier, the fuel cap is on the passenger side. But anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2008 Cadillac CTS. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.